So I've currently been over 2 years sober from smoking weed. And I've made a video in the past talking about weed addiction, my weed addiction, and how it affected my life. And I want to make another video for the people who are really struggling, who are really addicted to this drug. I say weed is one of the most addicting drugs that you can consume on a day-to-day basis. And a lot of people are like, you haven't tried other drugs, you haven't tried all the other stuff that's out there. And that may be true. But in my life experience, weed is so easy to access, and it's so easy to fall into the trap of consuming this thing on a day-to-day basis because it's everywhere, right? It's on billboards, it's on commercials. I mean, they made it legal in my state of Michigan. And so it's very easy to get. So that means it's very easy to be addicted because you can go to the store and buy some. And it kind of relates a little bit to nicotine in vapes. You can go to any gas station if you're of age and get a vape, right? It's very low barrier to entry, as you could say. And so this video, I just want to paint this picture in your mind. I really want you to paint this picture in your mind because a lot of people do not future cast themselves. A lot of people don't look long term. They only look at the short term and how they feel currently in the moment. And that's why you probably consume weed. Right, you're anxious, you have anxiety. I mean, you're unhappy with yourself. You don't like how you look in the mirror. You feel like you're fat and out of shape, but you don't know what to do about it. You get bullied for it, but you think that the weed is something that is there for you at night, at the end of the day, that you can consume and forget about all the bad things that happen in your day. All the bad things that happen in your life, all your past traumas that you've had in your life. Weed is there to solve that issue. But unfortunately, that's just not how it works. That's just not how weed works, especially if you're watching this video. In your life, weed has become a crutch. It's become something that you rely on to have, time to yourself to forget about everything. But that's not the way to solve it, right? You're thinking about things short term. You're thinking about things day by day. You're thinking about things week by week. But you're not taking into account how weed is affecting you in your life over the next couple of months, over the next year, over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? And that's an issue because over time, with my experience, I mean, this is what weed did to me. I was super lazy all the time. I had brain fog. I was addicted to swiping on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is. I felt like I didn't have purpose. I felt like I needed weed at the end of the day. I would always try to find ways to get weed, right? I would hit up my plugs. Maybe they didn't have any. I would hit up my friends. Maybe they didn't have it. I would buy a pen, right? And that was one of the most dangerous things I ever done with weed. It's the most dangerous things I've ever done is buy a pen because it's so easy to come home after a day of work or a hard workout or just a hard day in general. And you want to grab that weed. You want to grab it to, again, think in the short term to relieve the pain, the stress that you've had of the day. And like I've said probably like 5 times already in this video, that's not going to solve your issues. Weed does not solve issues. Weed does not cure your issues. You're poor, you're broke, you're fat, you're out of shape. Weed is not going to make you successful. Weed's not going to make you rich. Weed's not going to make you get in shape. Weed's not going to make you have a six-pack, have your dream body. Weed's not there to solve issues. It's there to numb the issues. And that just does not get away. That just does not, numbing something does not get the problem to go away. You're just delaying the pain. You're just stringing out the pain without facing it like a man, facing it like a woman, looking in the mirror and realizing that you are the only person that can change your situation. You're the only person that can solve your situation. Right? Solve your problems. Everything that you've had happen to you in your life, you can either take it in 2 ways. You can either take it as trauma. You can either take it as pain. You can either take it as an excuse to be the person that you are today, who's lazy, likes to smoke weed, likes to eat a bunch of bullshit. Or you can use that pain, use that trauma that you've had in your life, that you've built up over the years, that you've been through over the years, and use that as motivation, as purpose, for you to achieve all of your goals, right? You can see the difference between the two. And a lot of people like to choose the anxious, the use the my past and all the traumas that I've been through as the reason. As the reason why I can't achieve my goals. It is the reason why I am failing, because all of my past traumas, I was unlucky. This is how my life is. I'm gonna just smoke my weed at night, accept my current reality, and never make a change. Or you can be the person who strives for greatness, who is sober, who inspires other people who've been through the same type of trauma to be better, to become the rock in their family, to be that hero of their own story, right? And like I said, you can clearly see the difference of the two people that you can be like, right? And a lot of you are this person who gives in to their past trauma, who gives in to these excuses of why they smoke weed, right? And I've been through shit in my own life where I blamed everybody else except myself. I've done it. I've been in your position. This is why I make these kind of videos. This is why I make this content, because I was in your position. I smoked every day for like 3 years. I smoked so much weed that I became addicted. Now, people say you can't get chemically addicted to weed. I was addicted mentally. I was addicted to weed. I would smoke 3, 4, 5 times a day. If I can get my hands on some weed, I'm smoking it. And again, I was thinking short term. I was thinking, another day tomorrow, man. Let me just spark up night before, go through my day again, spark up, go through my day, spark up. Can't wait for the weekend because I'm going to get fried this weekend. And you kind of think you're cool, right? I'm cool, bro. I smoked a blunt. I'm swagged out. No, you're not. You're not cool for smoking. It's not a meta. It's not like, oh yeah, it's a vibe, bro. I'm smoking. That's not cool, okay? If you have your life in order, you're not the person who smokes weed. You're just not the person that's gonna pick up the blunt every time they go through something hard. You're not gonna be that guy, okay? And the reason why is because the person who can actually handle all of their problems in their life, the person that can handle all of this stress in their life, are the ones that are going to be the most successful in any aspect of life, whether it be fitness, losing weight, gaining muscle, whether it be financial success, being rich, building an empire, whether it be family success, raising kids that are going to be strong people in this world, having a loving relationship with your partner, right? That person is not going to be the one who's addicted to weed every single day, right? And this is a long-term strategy of thinking how your current situation is not going to be your long-term solution. Your short-term problems that you have now are going to build up over time if you don't address them now. If you don't address your problems now, they're just going to prolong. And the weed is the thing that prolongs the process of healing from these traumas that you've had in your life. I think the most effective way to deal with these kind of things is not weed, it's not drugs, it's not drinking, it's not vaping, it's not any of that kind of stuff. Those are all vices. The best thing you can do is find a group of individuals, maybe who've been through similar things as you, and learn to build up one another. Learn to go through things together. Learn to accept that your current reality may suck, but there's always a way forward. For some of us, like myself, maybe it takes for you to hit fucking rock bottom. Rock bottom, you lose all your status. You're literally in a mental hospital. Myself, at 17 years old, you lose all the status you built up over the years. And then you realize in this moment that the only way forward is growth. The only way forward is to be sober. The only way forward is to deal with all my problems man to man. And once you unlock this lock in your brain, once you unlock this part of your brain and realize that you are the only person who can change your mentality, you're the only person that can change how you live your life, then it will allow you to be free. It will allow you to analyze what's going on in your mind. It will allow you to analyze your thoughts. Because once you're sober, you're off the weed, and you actually spend time with yourself, that's where you truly find who you are as a person. Right? You have to realize that weed is the crutch that's holding you back. It's going to be difficult as hell to quit. It's going to be difficult as fuck to stop doing. But once you come out the other side of it, like myself, 2 years sober, you'll realize that weed was the problem the whole time. Weed was the thing that was holding you back. And I want you guys to realize this, and I hope you guys can realize this throughout this whole video that I just talked about, that I just made for you, to realize that weed is the crutch. So I hope you guys can take value from this video. I hope that you can pick, pieces to this puzzle and form your own thoughts about weed, hopefully towards quitting and working to better your life. So like I say at the end of all my videos, I wish you the best of luck and stay locked in.